Hello everyone. Craving gorgeous sprites and stories that hit right in the feels? 2D pixel art RPGs aren't just cheap nostalgia, they are absolute masterpieces. Dive in as we count down the 20 best pixel RPGs you absolutely need to play. Starting off at 20, Alabaster Dawn is pure action RPG muscle from the creators of CrossCode. Instead of sitting around waiting for turn timers, you are dashing around, swapping weapons instantly, and chaining flashy airborne combos like a 2D Devil May Cry. The combat feels fast, fluid, and super punchy. Since it is still cooking in early access, it lands at 20, but if you love mechanical action brawling, keep this one on your radar. Coming in at 19, the LUNAR Remastered collection brings back two absolute Sega CD and PS1 legends that basically pioneered anime cutscenes and voice acting in JRPGs. Packing both Silver Star Story and Eternal Blue, this Legacy collection upgrades the classic 90s adventures with crisp widescreen graphics, remastered audio, and sweet quality of life tweaks like fast-forward combat. It preserves the classic working designs charm while polishing iconic JRPG history for modern screens. Landing at 18, Secrets of Grindea ditches deep storytelling to focus entirely on addictive arcade loops. You can play this game in co-op, and you and up to 3 friends will slice through endless mob waves, hunt rare enemy card drops, and clear classic Zelda-style dungeons. The combat feels super punchy, and collecting every secret trophy will devour your weekend. It is charming, silly, and built purely for players who get a rush out of turning innocent digital slimes into free XP. Coming in at 17, Cosmic Star Heroine delivers a snappy 16-bit sci-fi spy thriller that never wastes your time. You play as a top agent who gets double-crossed by her own government, forcing you to go rogue across alien planets to expose a massive galactic conspiracy. The narrative moves at a blistering pace, with retro anime cutscenes driving every plot twist. If you want a fun sci-fi adventure without fluff, this weekend trip will hit the spot. Taking the 16th spot, Eiyuden Chronicle set out to be the ultimate spiritual successor to Suikoden. You get over 100 unique allies to recruit for your massive war fortress. Furthermore, you will command 6-on-6 turn-based battles, build up your town, and navigate complex kingdom politics. While the colorful sprite work hits all the right nostalgic buttons, clunky minigames and weird pacing hitches slow down the adventure. Still, building a huge army is awesome, even if hiring a whole town gets exhausting. Sliding into 15, Wandering Sword brings gorgeous HD 2D graphics to an epic martial arts adventure. You play as a young swordsman surviving deadly martial feuds, swapping seamlessly between real-time action and tactical turn-based grid combat. Learning unique meridian skills, cultivating inner energy, and befriending legendary warriors feels super satisfying. Its niche story might not hit for everyone, but beating up rival martial masters with glowing sword magic never gets old.
For my people, for my home.
Landing at 14, Symphony of War is tailor-made for strategy nerds who love military logistics. Instead of moving single heroes on a grid, you assemble custom 9-man squads, pairing heavy knights with archers and mages to wipe out enemy battalions. Balancing armor types, morale, and squad formations gives every battle immense tactical depth. If you love building unstoppable army squads and watching your tactics pay off, this indie gem delivers. Taking the 13th spot, Crystal Project throws out traditional storytelling to give you pure sandbox gameplay freedom. You will explore an open voxel pixel world, platforming around to hunt down hidden job crystals and gear chests. Its battle system takes Final Fantasy V's job system and dials up the strategy, forcing you to manage threat meters and elemental weaknesses carefully. It is an absolute playground for stat nerds who love breaking game balance wide open. Landing at 12, Sea of Stars looks so stunning it almost feels illegal. On top of its beautiful visuals, the game keeps turn-based combat constantly active and engaging. The timed button presses keep turn-based fights super exciting, while the spell lock system forces you to think fast during boss encounters. Coupled with a legendary soundtrack, it is an amazing visual journey, even if its main party dynamic plays things a bit too safe compared to darker entries on this list. Sliding into 11, the Dragon Quest I and II HD 2D remake takes us right back to where epic fantasy RPGs were born. You will step into the boots of a legendary hero destined to save Alfgard from dark lords, exploring classic kingdoms and rescuing villages. Seeing these foundational fantasy adventures rebuilt with modern pop-up lighting and orchestrated music is pure magic. It is a cozy, nostalgic journey that shows why the classic hero's path never goes out of style. Taking the 10th spot, Triangle Strategy is a tense political thriller where your choices carry serious weight. You will lead Serenoa through a brutal 3-nation war over salt and iron, where every major decision requires your party to vote on the scales of conviction. Backstabbing allies, moral dilemmas, and multiple story routes make you feel like a real general navigating messy politics. It is a dark, atmospheric story where nobody gets off easy. Sliding into number 9, Deltarune is Toby Fox's hilarious third-wall smashing comedy adventure. You fall into strange dark worlds alongside a quiet teenager, an angry purple monster, and a wholesome goat prince. The writing is outrageously funny, filled with bizarre characters and chaotic moments that make you laugh out loud. It is surreal, mysterious, and so charming that you will be thinking about its quirky world long after you put the controller down. Landing at number 8, Tactics Ogre Reborn is the undisputed grandfather of mature tactical RPGs. You will navigate a grim war story where your choices dictate who lives, who dies, and which faction burns. The remade combat features deep unit customization, battle buff cards, and strict grid strategy that punishes reckless moves. It is tough, intellectually demanding, and stands as a masterpiece of tactical storytelling that modern games are still trying to copy today. Coming in at 7, CrossCode is a mechanical masterpiece that balances intense action combat with brain-melting puzzles. You swap between 4 elemental modes mid-fight to shred robot mobs, aiming precise shots and pulling off rapid dashes. Then, you step into massive dungeons that test your spatial, puzzle-solving skills to the absolute limit. It requires fast reflexes and a sharp mind, making every cleared dungeon room feel like a massive victory. Sliding into 6, Star Ocean, the second story R shows how to modernize a classic RPG perfectly. You pick between dual main characters, exploring a sci-fi fantasy universe with fast real-time combat, mid-fight assist moves, and crazy item crafting. The 2.5D visual upgrade blends classic 2D pixel sprites with detailed modern environments seamlessly. With tons of party interactions and multiple endings, breaking the game's power levels early on is half the chaotic fun. Taking our 5th spot, the Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster brings back one of the greatest war stories ever told. This game is pure gaming perfection. You will build a massive castle HQ, recruit 108 unique allies, and fight 6-on-6 turn battles amidst tragic betrayals. Facing down Luca Blight, one of gaming's most terrifying villains, delivers heart-pounding tension that is hard to forget. It is a timeless classic that every single RPG fan needs to experience at least once. Coming in at 4, Final Fantasy VI represents the absolute peak of 16-bit storytelling. With an ensemble cast of 14 heroes, you battle an empire, master magicite spells, and watch the psychotic villain Kefka literally tear the world apart. From the legendary opera scene to deeply personal character arcs, the Pixel Remaster brings clean visual polish and orchestrated music to an iconic story that still packs a massive emotional punch today. Sliding into 3, Chained Echoes is a modern miracle built almost entirely by a single developer. It fixes traditional RPG pacing by restoring your health after every battle and introducing an overdrive meter that stops brainless button mashing. You will explore a war-torn continent on foot and in flying mech suits, uncovering a dark plot full of wild twists. It honors 16-bit legends while outclassing most of them with brilliant modern design choices. Our runner-up at number 2, Octopath Traveler 2, is the absolute pinnacle of the HD 2D visual style. It follows 8 distinct travelers across a gorgeous world, weaving their stories together far better than the first game. The break and boost combat system is pure tactical crack, while day and night path actions give you creative freedom to steal, recruit, or duel every NPC in sight. Backed by one of the greatest soundtracks ever composed, it is a magnificent modern masterpiece.
I'm just getting warmed up. Good effort.
And taking our number 1 spot, Chrono Trigger remains the undisputed flawless king of RPGs. Born from a dream team of creators, it features 0 random encounters, instant dual tech combo attacks, and 0 pacing fluff across 13 distinct endings. Your time-bending journey seamlessly reshapes history across eras without ever slowing down the momentum. It is mathematically perfect, completely immortal, and stands as the ultimate pixel art RPG masterpiece of all time. That's all for today's list. Subscribe and like for more new exciting indie RPG games. That's it, and see you next time.